Go clean out your desk. You're finished here." The CEO's sharp voice echoed across the office floor. Every employee stopped working as a single dad quietly stood up, holding a small photo of his young daughter that had fallen from his desk. Instead of arguing, he smiled calmly and said, "Before I leave, you might want to check who owns this building." The room fell silent, but the CEO laughed, believing he was making one last desperate joke. The single dad picked up his worn jacket and placed the family photo carefully into his pocket. His daughter was waiting for him after school, and he refused to let her see him angry. The CEO crossed her arms and ordered security to escort him out immediately. Several co-workers looked away, too afraid to speak. One junior employee seemed uncomfortable, but remained silent. As security approached, the father politely asked for 60 seconds. "That's all I need." The CEO rolled her eyes and agreed, certain nothing could change the outcome. The father opened a small leather folder he had carried every day but never shown anyone. Inside was a property ownership certificate and a confidential agreement signed years earlier. The head of security glanced at the documents before looking back at the CEO with visible confusion. He checked the names twice, then quietly handed the papers to the company's legal director, who had just stepped into the office after hearing the commotion. The legal director read every page carefully. His expression changed almost instantly. He slowly looked at the CEO and spoke in a trembling voice. "These documents are authentic." The office became completely silent. The building where the company operated wasn't owned by the corporation at all. It belonged to the single dad through a family investment company that had purchased the property years before. The corporation had been paying rent under a long-term agreement. The CEO's confidence disappeared. She quickly tried to explain that there had been a misunderstanding and that emotions had taken over. The father remained calm. "You fired me without asking questions, without reviewing my work, and without treating me with basic respect." Every employee listened carefully, realizing they had never seen him raise his voice even once. The legal director confirmed another important detail. The lease agreement required respectful treatment of all building occupants. Serious misconduct by company leadership could trigger penalties and even place the lease under review. The CEO suddenly understood that her decision had created consequences far beyond one unfair dismissal. The father wasn't interested in revenge. He looked around the office and noticed worried employees who depended on their jobs to support their own families. "I won't punish innocent people for someone else's decision," he said. Relief spread across the room. Then he turned toward the CEO. "Leadership isn't measured by authority. It's measured by fairness when no one is watching." After reviewing witness statements and company records, the board of directors arrived for an emergency meeting. They discovered the father had an outstanding performance record and had been dismissed without proper investigation. The board immediately reversed his termination and removed the CEO from her position while a full review was conducted. Before leaving the meeting, the father asked for only one change. Every manager would receive leadership training focused on respect, accountability, and listening before judging. He believed workplaces should protect dignity instead of destroying it. Even employees who had stayed silent admitted they should have spoken up when they saw someone being treated unfairly. Later that evening, the father picked up his daughter with the same warm smile she loved. She asked, "Did today get better, Dad?" He nodded gently. "It did, because staying kind is sometimes stronger than getting even." She hugged him tightly, proud of the example he had set. If this story touched your heart, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more emotional single dad stories that remind us respect is worth more than power.